Today, I'm talking about a bacteria that spurred a lot of talk this summer, Cyclospora. It's not __. A popular name, but when news outlets flip headlines about an outbreak, it can be hard not to feel a bit jittery. The truth, however, is that this illness, caused by a microscopic parasite you can pick up by eating contaminated produce or drinking contaminated water, has numbers that mean Villa can probably sit back a bit. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have tweeted that there are 1,645 confirmed cases in the U.S. since May 1 and an additional 5,100 suspected cases that are still pending further analysis. Put that in perspective, the same agency reports nearly 35,000 cases of Campylobacter infection in 1 year, and in an annual estimate, 21 million people in the country get sick from norovirus. That means you are about 20 times more likely to catch norovirus than Cyclospora, and about 30 times more likely to get Campylobacter. It might sound alarmist because the headlines say highest ever, but the raw numbers are still small. Cyclospora presents as a very uncomfortable diarrhea that can last a month or longer, a lot. //. Longer than the typical norovirus bout that flares up for a day or two. The good news is that the parasite resolves on its own in most people. If symptoms persist, simple antibiotics treat it. Deaths are exceedingly rare, and for the most part, there's no person-to-person spread, you only catch it through contaminated food or water. When you look at where the cases are clustering, the picture gets even clearer. Michigan Especializados and Ohio have higher numbers, but even in those two states, the numbers are still modest. Across the country, most places are flat or only modestly high compared to a typical summer. California, for example, reported 41 cases this year versus 80 last year, and Connecticut had 35 this month versus 19 last year. Those figures translate into roughly 1 case in 100,000 people for most locales. The big issue is that the data are incomplete. There's color lag in reporting, and multi-nation suspected cases remain unheard. Michigan already has more confirmation than the entire CDC count across the United States, illustrating how field surveillance can outpace national estimates. That said, the information we do have shows that Cyclospora is a small treatable risk that does not spread from person to person. So what should parents who hear the asteroid of apprehension in their inbox do? The short answer is to keep eating fruits and vegetables, USSR, but to stay vigilant. The CDC and state health departments have released guidance on washing produce, cooking shellfish properly, and being cautious with imported produce that can harbor the parasite. And that is the crux of the risk discussion we see now. The roar in the headlines about an outbreak often outpaces the reliable data and $. The real probabilities. Knowing how to weigh the facts against the TENs can save you time and anxiety. As always, if you're ever in doubt about a particular batch of berries or .oth new find at the farmer's market, you might choose to wash thoroughly, decoct salad dressings, or even consider a test kit for your fruit. But without that worrying thought, most people can enjoy their fresh produce without fear. Thanks for listening to this summer health update. I'll keep you in the loop as we see new data come in. Stay healthy and stay informed, and I'll see you next time.